Jake Paul recently went on stage in Kentucky with Donald Trump, and Donald Trump had some very, very nice things to say about Jake Paul. The speech ended with basically Donald Trump endorsing Jake Paul to run some sort of political campaign in the future, whether it be governor, whether it be senator, whether it be mayor. He said, I predict that Jake Paul, this great guy, will eventually, in the near future, get into political office. And I was thinking to myself, you're insane. Jake Paul is an influencer, right? He's nothing special. He got famous online through silly pranks and silly fucking antics. He's not someone who I'd want to become a political leader. He's just not that guy. He's not that guy. He sounds like he's punch drunk, and I think that the main thing that Jake Paul distorts is equating financial success to intelligence because they're two very, very different things. You could be very, very financially prosperous. It doesn't mean that you're intelligent. It doesn't mean that you can make educated decisions that will propel our country forward. It's two different things. But when Donald Trump said that, I that's initially what came to mind. And then I thought, fuck, I actually think that he might get into political office within the next couple of years. I do. He lives in Puerto Rico right now, and I believe that he will gain some sort of political ability or capability gaining office in Puerto Rico within the next 4 years. And here's why. We think that the presidency is held to people that went to Cambridge or went to Cambridge. Yeah, they're still born in the United States, but they go to these prestigious schools like Harvard, Stanford, wherever, Wharton, even though no one else has went to Wharton besides Donald Trump. But that you think they're a part of some secret society. You think that they were basically preordained to become a political leader. And that's the disconnect between people of the masses and then the people that are bred to practically fall into um, areas of politics and eventually become political leaders. That's the difference. Me and you don't think we have what it takes. We weren't born into politics. We'd never run for office. It's absurd to us. We don't have a chance in hell at winning. I mean, what's the point? No one would vote for us. No one knows us. We don't have big money propping us up from either the left or the right, backed by massive donors like Pfizer and the Koch brothers. We don't have any of that. Jake Paul, on the other hand, he has everything that a politician has and more when it comes to getting elected. He has a massive fan base. He knows how to gain attention. He knows how to rally people up and make them fight for something. He is a very articulate speaker when it comes to giving speeches. I know he's not the most, he doesn't say the most intelligent things, but we think that there's a disconnect between reality TV, which, by the way, YouTube is now reality TV, and becoming the president of the United States or any sort of political office leader. And there isn't. Look at Jesse Ventura. Jesse Ventura was a conspiracy theorist. He still is. And he gained office in California. Look at Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah, he's intelligent, but he's a fucking bodybuilder. He's the Terminator. He's a movie star. Jake Paul is a movie star. He's just a movie star for the 21st century regarding the fact that movies are now irrelevant and the internet is basically Hollywood now. And anyone can gain a platform online and anyone can, with enough hard work and a little bit of luck, make themselves famous. I totally think that Jake Paul could win. And I'm not saying that he should win. I'm just saying that he could become governor of Puerto Rico. He really could. He absolutely could. I don't know any political leaders that are currently in office or have ever been in office from Puerto Rico. It's such a small place, A. And B, these people may have what? The biggest of them may have 15,000 followers on Instagram, and then they're going up against a behemoth like Jake Paul. I think that he might win if he campaigns efficiently and he puts enough money behind it. You can make anyone believe anything you like with enough money and enough positive advertisement and endorsements, and you could just it's totally fathomable. Now here's why I think this might be a good thing. I try to see the positive in everything. I believe that these people winning that are just fucking reality TV stars and uh, political commentaries and people that are not actually in politics. They didn't go to Yale. They didn't go to Stanford. They didn't go to Harvard. They didn't become a lawyer for a little bit, create their own law firm, and then decide to get into politics. These people are from a different cloth. They're cut from an entirely different cloth. These people are simply better at playing the games necessary in order to get elected than the politicians that we've had in the prior years. Because if it's all about attention and getting your vote and inspiring people and rallying people up and getting name recognition and creating a brand for yourself and reinventing yourself in order to fit a brand that will get you elected, then the people that are online are much better. They're absolutely much better. It makes it, duh, yeah, duh, it would be a WWE superstar that could become president because everything that it takes to get elected, they already have. They're already great at. But here's why it's not a bad thing. Like I mentioned, the American people think that they themselves aren't meant to take office. They think that it's someone else's responsibility. They pass it off because they think that they don't stand a chance. And furthermore, they don't think that they could handle such responsibility. But the truth is, no one can. And so I think that the more Hollywood type of political people that have done crazy shit online and don't have a squeaky clean background and just got famous from TikTok or YouTube or Instagram or Truth Social or X.com. I think that these people, the more that these people start to gain office, the more confidence it will instill in the average everyday American that they themselves can take back their country. And so, should Jake Paul be the next president of the United States? Fuck no. Hell no. Hell no. That guy is retarded. He's actually retarded. Like, his brother is smart, not a great guy. He scammed a lot of people, but his brother's at least intelligent. Jake Paul is dumb as a box of rocks, and I think that it would be absolutely hysterical. But do I think he could win? Yeah, I do think he can win. And I think that might be a good thing because it makes the people like me and you and everyone else think that they now stand a chance. They can get in and change things. They can now do it too. It's not just up to these political elites and the families of past presidents, and it goes back down a huge ancestral hole of the Clintons and the Bushes and the Kennedys. Me and you can also become president. We can also become mayor. We could become governor. We could get into the Senate. We could do all of these things. And so if you agree with me, then let me know. Like this video. And if you disagree and you think that Jake Paul will never become president or never become governor or he won't become a senator, then let me know down below. But I seriously think that he could absolutely gain political office in some sense. And he could do it in the very, very near future. Like Donald Trump said, I see you getting into politics in the next couple of years. I don't think he was kidding. And even if he was kidding, Jake Paul didn't think he was kidding. He's not smart enough to be able to discern a offhand kind of compliment, if you will, saying, oh, you're a nice kid, from an actual political endorsement. And so I think he might do it. I think he would win. If he ran for office, especially in Puerto Rico, I think he could win. I think he would win. Let me know what you guys think down below.